Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the John F. Coughlin Memorial Field here at Worcester State University for the girls varsity soccer Division II state champions. Today we are here on Holliston Cable Access TV. I'm John Drohan with my executive producer and senior camera operator, Owen Radcliffe, where the Holliston Panthers are taking on the Winchester Sessions in the Division II state finals. Holliston is in their away white as they are the visiting team for today's state championship, and Winchester is in their home black. We're about to get underway here in this classic contest of girls varsity championship soccer. And here we go. Holliston comes into this as their first undefeated season and their first state championship appearance in their history. Winchester comes in with a record of 15-5-4, or sorry, 15-4-2. And as we start early, we have a Winchester free from just about the 42-yard line. Strong kick in. That's Ellie Burke. Caroline Sally chasing that back. And a shot in, but easily corralled by junior goalkeeper Mary Kate Ward. Mary Kate Ward was voted the Tri-Valley League MVP this year in her first year in high school, and she sends a long kick out. That's Maggie Fitzgerald. She's a senior captain. Mia Luisi with the ball now. Mia Luisi to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald trying to break through. Ball gets cleared out. Sally with a nice step. Cleared, pushes it to Luisi. Luisi on the outside. Luis, that's Gwen Freely. Gwen Freely on the outside. It's going to get cleared. Hollis is going to retain the ball. A beautiful, beautiful yet brisk November day here in Worcester. And there's Caroline Sally with the throw. Ball in, cleared by Winchester defense. See how Holliston fans are starting to come in. A lovely fan right there. We actually know that one quite well. She's gonna be sitting right in front of us. Okay, so as we get underway early, the scouting report on Winchester is they are a strong team all the way from front to back. They've strong goalkeeping and some defense as Winchester too, like Holliston, very stingy with giving up goals. Winchester plays the ball in. There's Burke. There's Hannah Wolfgang. Hannah Wolfgang, also a senior captain, playing in her final game. So we have 6 seniors that are playing in their final game here for Holliston. There's one of them, captain number 9, Sydney Bricado. Sydney Bricado was a TVL first team All-Star and an Eastern Conference All-Star. And there's number 12, Megan Pudvinsky. Megan Pudvinsky, also a TVL first team All-Star. She's a junior. Fitzgerald was a TVL honorable mention All-Star. So, and there she is, number 6, Alyssa Bricado, the twin sister of Sydney Bricado. And there's Sally again on the outside. Sally looks forward, has Freely on the right side. Freely making a run, trying to get around the end and push it, just touched it a little bit too hard. Goes over the end line. Nice play by Caroline Rose Sally on the outside and then pushing up to Gwen Freely. They look good. Winchester plays out. As I said, Winchester's a very confident team. That's Bricado with the step in. Bricado tries to find Pudvinsky, can't find her. Over the head of Burke, and here comes Winchester, but there's Mia Wolfgang, sophomore Mia Wolfgang, to clear that away. Holliston, as we have said time and time again, Holliston has their signature play is they own the midfield, and that is led by midfielders. There's one, Ellie Burke, and then the attacking midfielders, Mia Luisi and Hannah Wolfgang, senior captain. Here we go. Early on, you can see both teams are moving the ball. Looks like they're trying to find where something, may be able to make a breakthrough and get a shot on goal. Winchester had the early shot, very early, but
have a problem, please look for an MIA personnel with yellow tags. They'd be more than happy to assist you. We ask at no time should anybody be standing along the front rails. This is a safety issue. You'll be asked to move. Please use your trash receptacles located throughout the stadium here at Coughlin. And the concession stand is open today, being run by our Rugby Lacrosse girls.
During that,
serving hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, along with other assorted goodies. There's also
a public service announcement right now, Owen.
And other assorted drinks. We ask that you use caution when walking in and around the bleachers. There might be a few slippery spots, and at no time during and after the game.
Back to the action here. Pudvinsky on the left side. We have to say this over the service announcement. Pudvinsky earns herself a corner. It's going to be the first corner of the game.
School officials and administrators.
Okay, the first corner of the game is going to be taken by Sydney Bricado after a nice run by Megan Pudvinsky down the outside. Here's Bricado. Bricado, a cannon for a leg. Ball's up, and that ball is out. So Holliston starts to settle in. As I said, we have some accolades for the Holliston team this year during the regular season. 5 All-Stars, 2 Eastern Conference All-Stars, and of course the TVL MVP. And Bricado to Burke. Burke sends it high, looking for Freely. There's Fitzgerald. Or no, sorry, that's Luisi. Luisi gets to that. And here comes Winchester on the counter. Alyssa Bricado has something to say about that. Long ball in, and here comes Ward, and she's gonna handle that easily. Ward clears the ball as good as any keeper in the league. Here we go. Hard to see his control and play early here. Winchester does move the ball well, but again, Holliston defense is, as we said, their midfield play is good, but their defense is better. There's Burke. Burke with a nice step in. Pudvinsky. Luisi. There's Freely. Freely showing some wheels on the outside. Freely along the right side. Pulls back, looks. Yeah, it's going to go the other way. So early on, 8 minutes in, teams both seem relatively evenly matched.
And at halftime today, Watertown High School and Triton High School will be receiving their sportsmanship trophies today. Thank you.
That's right. It was just brought to my attention that we have somewhat of a position switch, as Ellie Burke is playing the attacking midfielder right now. It looks like she's traditionally played defensive midfield, but Burke too has a cannon. Ellie Burke, of course, the daughter of first ballot Hall of Famer in the Holliston Softball League, Scott Burke. Just saying. Hasn't been voted. Scott, of course, still an active player. He's at it, but that's pretty much consensus. There's Bricado from distance. And again, Bricado, we'll see a lot of that today, as Bricado will take the free kicks for Holliston, as we know. And Bricado has some range. Here comes Winchester up there left side. Good turn. Burke seeming like everywhere today, early on. See a lot of that. That seems to be a common practice here, is more throw-ins than you'll ever see in any level of soccer. And there's a big throw-in by Caroline Rose Sally. The trouble, Luisi was there, almost had a foot on it. Sally sends it back in, and it's cleared by Winchester, but there's Mia Wolfgang up to send it back forward, and that's... So Holliston looking like they're trying to do something on that right side. Freely, and that's going to clear. Winchester keeper sends it out. Winchester keeper, I think that's number 11, Colleen Gogolin. Podvinsky, she sends it forward. That's cleared back. There's Alyssa Bricado. Alyssa Bricado challenging. Now gets some help from Burke. Now gets some help from Luisi. Winchester on their right side. Bricado. Bricado defending. Bricado pushes it, and looks like it's going to be a Winchester. Yeah, that's going to be a Winchester corner. So Winchester with their first corner of the afternoon. Can you see between the heads of those? Wait. See, we had one guy, he had one job, and there's a Winchester corner in, and looks like it's going to be a goal kick. Here we go. Here. We got a time. We have a substitution come in. Fitzgerald's got Ava Bergeloff coming in. Here, I'm going to go on the other side. We're having a little equipment movement. That's okay. There's Owen Radcliffe. Owen Radcliffe could be getting some sort of award for his production work here at Holliston Cable Access TV. And he also, the rumor is he has five good pitches, and maybe working on a 6. He's working on that gyro ball, I think. Owen Radcliffe, of course, is a pitcher here at Holliston High. Okay, it's going to be Holliston free, and of course we said here's Sydney Bricado. Bricado, Thunderfoot, sends it forward looking for Burke over her head. And again, another throw-in. Here we go. Over the head of Podvinsky. I haven't seen a lot of Megan Podvinsky yet, but I am not worried about that. We soon will, I'm sure. Here comes Worcester coming forward. Wow, great play by Caroline Sally to intercept that. That could have been trouble. Bricado, Winchester comes through. Winchester strike high and to the left. Again, that a great play by Caroline Rose Sally to get her foot on that ball. As Winchester, they were in full attack mode, and the Winchester left wing making a run, but Sally was able to stop it, and then Alyssa Bricado able to come in and clear that out. Ward. Luisi gets a head on it, and there's Freely. Freely trying to turn. Freely keeps it. Forward. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang is a hand. He calls it, yeah. Yeah, it hit the Winchester player's hand. Inadvertent, but a hand nonetheless. So, here we go. Bricado, Sydney Bricado again. Sydney Bricado, of course, the twin sister of Alyssa Bricado. Ball in. And Winchester again able to clear. As we said, Winchester known for their stingy defense. We'll see. There's Podvinsky. Podvinsky with a step. Podvinsky in front. Podvinsky's in left. Podvinsky. Podvinsky scores! A goal! 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 Megan Podvinsky gets a step, gets in front, pushes it to her right and then back to her left and then scores with her left foot. Holliston at the 15-minute mark on the board. Ball came through. That was Freely who sent it through. Podvinsky at the right place, able to control it and get a clean shot. And there she goes again. Megan Podvinsky. We just said we're going to see her soon, and there she is. She is money. So as we approach the 15-minute mark, Holliston takes an early lead, but there's Winchester. Oh, Winchester with a golden opportunity. Out front, onside. And right there, just her and the keeper, and she sends it wide to the left. Oh, she'd like to have that one back. So gets a step past the Holliston defenders, and there she was. And so Winchester's not out of this yet, as they had a really good opportunity there. And here comes Holliston. Luisi, first team TVL All-Star as well. Some of the Holliston fans are upset that the score hasn't been updated, but we all know the scores. The refs definitely counted it. We'll keep you posted.
Scored by number 12, Megan Podvinsky.
There's the official announcement. Winchester, that's a bomb she sends in off the head of Caroline Sally. Snap back, and then it's going to bounce to Ward. So Ward getting some action. Although in the last game she didn't have a lot of work, but early on she's on her toes. There's Bergloff. Bergloff up front. Bergloff scoring. Good step by Wolfgang. Hannah Wolfgang with a nice step, but gets called, and here comes another Winchester free kick. So the rumor has it, as information given to me by our executive producer, that a lot of these Winchester players play on some of the club teams. The ball in, and 2 hops to Ward. She grounds out like Joe Gentile, grabs a easy ground ball, steps on the bag at first to end the inning. You'll get a lot of softball references, especially because of where we're positioned. Some of the crowd doesn't like that, but that's okay. Here we go, back to the soccer action. Sally steps in. Wolfgang. Sally again. Hannah Wolfgang turns, nice turn forward, looking for Freely, but it looks like she's going to run out of real estate. Winchester's substitution coming, looks like, or an equipment issue, something happening, and a Holliston sub. Ava Bergloff's going to come off, and Maggie Fitzgerald is coming back on. Correction. Bergloff still in. Freely is taking a rest. Bergloff moves over to the right, and Fitzgerald moves back up to the strike. Winchester on their left side, and they are run out of space too. Mia Luisi comes off, and that's Katie Cruz. Looks like Katie Cruz coming in. Give Mia Luisi a break. Caroline Sally with the throw. Approach the 19-minute mark. Holliston with a 1-0 lead. Whistle.
Live streaming?
No.
No?
We're taping it.
Okay. Because someone was just asking. Wanted me to ask you.
No, this is a tape. We're just videotaping it.
Oh.
Yeah. Question from the crowd as to if we were live streaming. It would be nice to live stream, but no, not today. All right, here's some action in front of Holliston goal and cleared by Alyssa Bricado. Winchester again. There's Podvinsky. Podvinsky, she gets clipped from the back, and Winchester controls. Bergoloff steps. Bergoloff on the right side. Bergoloff still has it. Able to turn and almost earns herself a corner. That's cleared by Winchester. Nice play by that Winchester defender to keep that ball in play, and Winchester's going to keep control. It's going to be a Holliston throw. For Sally. Strong throw in, looking for Fitzgerald. She's not there. Wolfgang with a nice step. Wolfgang again in space. Wolfgang shooting, stuffed by Winchester. Wolfgang looks back to Burke. Burke with space. Burke back to Wolfgang. Wolfgang looking over for Podvinsky. There's Podvinsky on the left side. Podvinsky still with it. And Podvinsky keeps it. It's going to be a Holliston ball. Here comes Bricado. Ball in. Fitzgerald looks back. There's Wolfgang. One time. Wide and to the right. She had a good opportunity there. Fitzgerald had a good look. She just couldn't get a clean strike on it. It's going to be a Winchester goal kick. At the 21-minute mark. Winchester clears. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Here comes Holliston again. Sally, long throw in, looking for Fitzgerald. And that's going to go right to the keeper. Winchester keeper tested once early, and Megan Podvinsky was able to put it past her. There's Bricado. Bricado with a nice step. Bricado still with it. Too far. There's Sally. Sally. Whistle goes. It's going to be go Holliston's way. It's going to be a Holliston free kick. Sally was there. Good challenge by Sally on that ball. Caroline Rose Sally, one of 3 starting sophomores on this squad. And Burke looking for it, couldn't find it. Here comes Winchester up there right side. Challenged by Wolfgang, and it's going to be a whistle. As we said, looks like Hannah Wolfgang's moved back, and she's playing that defensive mid right now. I'll probably see more of that as Holliston has an early lead. There's Wolfgang. She can't connect. Popped up high. There's Mia Wolfgang, her sister. She sends it. And there's Bergoloff sends it forward, but Winchester controls on their left side. Ball in. Bricado, they have a nice step. There's Podvinsky, tries to get it past. Nice play by that defender. There's Sydney Bricado with a nice step. Podvinsky. Podvinsky again. A lot of traffic there. Katie Cruz is there to get a stuff on that. Good play by Cruz. And it's going to go wide. It's going to be Holliston's going to clear. Sally, strong throw. Looking for Bergoloff. She can't control, and it's going to go out again. Gwen Freely back in the game. Ava Bergoloff's going to take a break. Here we go. Caroline Sally. As we said, Caroline Sally is one of 3 starting sophomores, along with Mia Wolfgang and Mia Luisi. Sally with her patented bomb throw, looking towards the middle. Can't there. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang gets a hard touch on it and gets taken off of her. Their ball long forward. Mia Wolfgang's going to control that and send it wide. And she clears out. It's going to be a Winchester throw. Ball in. Burke fights for it. Hannah Wolfgang sends it forward, up over the fifth. It's going to go out. Another Winchester throw. As we're approaching the 25-minute mark, Holliston still with an early 1-0 lead. Got a whistle. It's going to be a Winchester free from about the 34-yard line, looks like. We love calling these games on the football fields, don't we, Owen? Owen agrees. Okay. And ball in, long ball in. Mia Wolfgang's there to stuff that. Winchester still attacking. Another pop ball in. Wolfgang over her head. Sally's there. She gets a foot on it. Going towards the corner. It's a race with Mercado. And nice play by that Winchester. It's going to be a Winchester corner. She made a nice play to put that ball at Mercado's feet, turn the corner. Okay, Winchester taking the corner. Ball in, line drive. Finds a Winchester head, but no avail. There's Gwen Freely down back to help out. They reset.
Your attention, please. In Watertown High School and Triton High School, athletic directors, head coaches, and players, please report to the other side of the track to the canopy now, please. Thank you.
And Winchester long ball in high. Oh, over the crossbar. Whoa, that could have been trouble. Mary Kate Ward, of course, one of the taller keepers in the league, would have had easy. That ball goes over the crossbar and kind of a pop fly. There's Mary Kate Ward with the goal kick. Ward, strong kick out to about 30 over the head of Wolfgang. Burke's there. Mia Luisi back in the game. Winchester down the right side. Mercado, nice step. Has Hannah Wolfgang. Wolfgang, Mercado to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald still has it. Fitzgerald sends the ball down, looks for Freely. Can't get it through. Trouble again. Back to Freely. Freely's got a... And looks like that ball's going to... Winchester still in the corner. Yep, here they come. Winchester forward. Hands it right back to Sydney Mercado on a silver platter, and here she comes up the left side. Mercado is still with it. Still trying to keep it going through seemingly 15 Winchester players, but she comes away, and Wolfgang with a nice step. Luisi on the outside. Now Podvinsky. Podvinsky, look, ball in. Can't clear over that center back. But Holliston's going to retain control.
Again, if at any time you need assistance or have a problem,
Sydney Mercado with the throw
MIA personnel
to Podvinsky. She pops it high,
to assist you.
tries to do it again.
We ask at no time should anybody be standing along the front rails. This is a safety issue. And please use the trash receptacles located throughout the stadium.
Mercado to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald back.
And we ask that you use caution when walking in and around the bleachers. And at no time prior, during, and after the game should any fan be or attempt to gain access to the playing field.
Holliston trying to
the
work on this left side. Over the head of Podvinsky.
Refrain from all noisemakers.
There's Burke.
Officials and administrators, please enforce this. The concession stand is open.
Ellie Burke doing a good job of
serving hot dogs,
retaining
hamburgers,
control.
cheeseburgers, along with
There we
other
go.
goodies. He's also serving hot coffee.
Holliston,
hot chocolate,
Mercado with the
and other
throw.
soft
Throws
drinks.
in.
Thank you and enjoy the game.
Fitzgerald. Podvinsky. Burke. Back to Mercado. Mercado, ball in, gets stuffed. Luisi tries to pop it towards the goal. Podvinsky sends it towards the goal, and it's going to get cleared by Winchester. But Wolfgang's there. Wolfgang's there still. Wolfgang, Fitzgerald. Sorry, that was Luisi. There's Burke. Burke still keeping it alive. Freely on the outside. Freely tries to push it through. There's some contact, but the ball goes straight through right to the keeper, and here comes Winchester out again. Freely challenging. Again, Holliston with their signature, very physical play, strong defense, and always seeming to put continuous pressure, especially forward. Athletically, Holliston's able to just continuously put pressure on. They've had really never given any opponents the ability to really sit back and set up. But here comes Winchester. Oh, Podvinsky looks down for Fitzgerald over her head. Luisi. Sally, she sends a high fly ball to Freely. And there's Luisi. Luisi to Freely. And ball goes out. It's going to be Holliston's going to retain control of this. Again, couldn't ask for a better day for a championship match. Holliston with an early lead. They couldn't ask for a better. Fitzgerald comes out as taking a break. I think that's Ava Bergloff's back in. So Bergloff moves over to the striker position. Here we go. Sally with the throw. Ball in. Finds Luisi's head. Pops straight up. Freely's there. Fights for it. Freely's still fighting for it. And we'll try it again. Throw in, let's
go, nice job, White, come on, Crows, let's go!
Earn some space, and here we go, ball in. There's Bergloff for the first touch. She looks for Wolfgang. Wolfgang in a little bit of space. Wolfgang with a move. Wolfgang shoots on the ground. Wolfgang keeps it on the turf, and a good shot. Not enough zip, and there's Wolfgang again. Burke. Luisi in traffic. Gets taken off of her. She still fights. Bergloff's there. Mercado gets a head on it. Wolfgang. Wolfgang's got Luisi. Luisi with space. Luisi in traffic. Comes off. And here comes Winchester. Winchester on their right side. Can't get past Caroline Sally. Long ball in. Here we go. It's going to be a Holliston throw. Holliston staying on that right side. Sally. Over the head of Luisi. Bergloff to Luisi. Nice touch. Luisi with a shot and scores! Goal! Goal! Ava Bergloff pushes off to Mia Luisi, who gets it to her right foot, and a strong strike in the upper left-hand corner, and Holliston takes a 2-0 lead at the 32-30 mark. Now, Winchester's going to take a timeout. We're going to have a short break. We'll be right back after the Holliston goal. Wow. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back, resuming action here after a short timeout. That timeout seemed like a desperation timeout as Winchester goes down 2 after a Mia Luisi cannonball on the upper left-hand corner, put Holliston ahead 2-0, and here we go. Mercado. There's Podvinsky. There's Luisi. Wolfgang. Wolfgang looks forward. There's Bergloff. That ball goes forward. It's a quick throw, and it looks like Bergloff's there, and there's Luisi.
By number 15.
Luisi can smell it now.
Bergloff.
Say again? This is not live. No. No. We had another question from the crowd. If we were live, no, we're not live, unfortunately, but it's going to feel like you're live as you're watching this here on Holliston Cable Access TV. Thanks to our producer. There's great camera work here. All right. We're approaching the 34-minute mark here in the first half. Holliston with a 2-0 lead, and seemingly well controlled as the Winchester attack has been stymied, as Holliston has been playing a lot of their classic taking control, maintaining a pressure on everybody there. But here's Winchester. Winchester forward, Winchester with space, stuffed, Alyssa Mercado. Winchester again. Wolfgang again. Wolfgang again. To her sister Hannah Wolfgang, who clears it well out to midfield. Nice defensive play by Mia Wolfgang and Alyssa Mercado. Podvinsky with a nice step, and Winchester resets. Five minutes remaining. Mercado sends it forward looking for Bergloff. Bergloff tries to push through. Can't do it. Winchester throw along their right side as time starts to wind down here in the first half. Sydney Mercado sends it forward. Bergloff just can't get there, but there's Burke. Burke looking for Bergloff. That looked like a 35-yard pass. There's Burke again. Burke with the left foot. Good pressure by Ellie Burke. Gets a shot off the left foot, but there's Bergloff in the middle. Winchester looks like they're in trouble. Looks like they're seem like some organization. Again, there's that Holliston pressure up forward. Wolfgang again. Sally, she gets stuffed, and Winchester tries to push it down, but Caroline Sally is there to send it back, and it's going to be a Winchester reset. Luisi to Caroline Sally. Sally in space. She sends it forward, looking for Bergloff, but Bergloff's covered. Mercado in the air. Here comes Winchester. And Holliston throw. Holliston looking for another opportunity here for something to break. Winchester reverses fields. There's Wolfgang steps in. Burke gets a leg on it. Winchester looks up the right side. She's onside, and everybody's gonna run out of space. Ward was out there to challenge. She wasn't taking any chances. Ward looked like a defensive back covering her right there. Mary Kate Ward with the goal kick. As minutes are coming to the closing minutes here in the first half. Holliston had 2-0 over Winchester. Winchester trying to get the ball in and nothing. Sally, strong left foot. There's Bergloff. Bergloff in traffic. Bergloff loses it, and here it comes back the other way. But there's Wolfgang steps. Wolfgang in space. Wolfgang looks to the left side and looking for Putvinsky, but nobody was there. Got a whistle. It's going to go Holliston. It's going to be a free kick. Oh no, sorry, it's a throw-in. Thought it was going to be a free. Ball in. Mercado in the air. Putvinsky gets a foot on it. Putvinsky again gets another foot on it, sends in the middle. There's Freely in pursuit. Sally in space. Sally, ball in, looking for Bergloff. Bergloff fights for it. Freely's there. Burke's there. Burke gets a foot on it. There's Mercado. He sends it forward, still stays in. And no one's there. It's going to be a Winchester throw. Ball in, goes to Putvinsky's head. She sends it forward looking for Bergloff. Bergloff crashes, comes away with the ball. But Winchester comes back the other way. Mia Wolfgang sends it back forward. Plays off a Winchester player, and it's going to be a Holliston throw. Holliston see if they get something in the closing minutes of the first half. Here's a throw. Caroline Sally has Luisi, yeah, and that hit her hand, looks like. As we all know. And there you go, folks. In the first half of play of this Division II State Championship final, Holliston leads Winchester by a score of 2-0. We're going to take a short halftime break, and we'll be back for the second half right after this. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back for second half action here at the Division II State Championships. Girls varsity soccer, the Holliston Panthers against the Winchester Sessions. And underway, Holliston's going to be kicking off. Holliston with a commanding 2-0 lead here as we start the second half. 40 minutes to the championship. They're halfway there. I've always liked that term, they're halfway there. Now, a lot can happen in 40 minutes. So Holliston is going to be going now from our left to right. Holliston, of course, is in white. And there's Winchester. Winchester on their right side. Winchester ball in. Ball comes in over the head in front of the goal. Ball in. And Mary Kate Ward with a dive and stop. Oh, Winchester had a great look, and there was Ward. That's the team. Wow. Great save by Ward. She was in the Tri-Valley League MVP for nothing. Winchester with an early opportunity, good cross in. Had a good look in front of the goal, and there was Ward diving to her left and making a great stop, stopping that Winchester scoring opportunity. All right, here we go. Sally sends the ball out to midfield. It's pushed out. Winchester has their work cut out for them today for the second half as they're down 2. Got a whistle. It's going to go Winchester's way. So Winchester free from about the 45-yard line. Winchester does have there's a long ball in. That was off the head of Mia Wolfgang. Gets chipped in again. And Ward's going to be able to control that. Winchester, they're there. And we had talked briefly in halftime about how it seems that Winchester, they have their opportunities, but the Holliston defense and, you know, then early on, the Holliston goalkeeping has stymied everything. But here we go. And it's going to be Holliston ball off errant Winchester kick. So Sydney Mercado now playing up on the left side. The Holliston left side is going to throw that ball in. And we'll try it again. There's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald plays back, looking for Wolfgang. She gets cut off by Winchester, and here comes Winchester the other way. Winchester staying on ball, so to the left side. There's Wolfgang. Mia Wolfgang. Great defense. Take that ball on the stymie that Winchester attack. Here comes Winchester down the other side. There's Sydney Mercado. She looks up, has Pudvinsky. Pudvinsky launches a ball in, is looking for Fitzgerald, but Winchester keeper's going to beat her to it. They quickly play out. Winchester wants to get into this back and forth launch. They're going to lose that battle with Holliston, as the Holliston defense is just too quick. And oftentimes when you play that long ball, it's just going to be a battle in the midfield. And we talked about how Holliston's midfielders tend to find their way to the ball way more than the opponents do. Pudvinsky tries to control it. She gets it taken off of her, but no, there she comes back. Now she's got it. Pudvinsky looks. Pudvinsky's still with it. She goes down, and Wolfgang tries to get a hold of it, but yeah, Holliston's going to keep it. Like that went off it's going to be a Holliston free. Here's Sydney Mercado, the Garo Yepremian of Holliston's girls varsity soccer. For all you old Miami Dolphin fans out there. Mercado, long ball in. Looking for Pudvinsky, can't find her. Cleared out. Here comes Winchester. Winchester on the right side. Winchester in space. Ball across, ball in. Oh, just wide to the left. We had a tough angle from here. It looks like her angle wasn't that good, but she had a better look than we thought. And that ball just went across the front of the goal, wide to the left. Mary Kate Ward dove, couldn't get a handle on it, but lucky for Holliston, and ball just went wide. So Winchester is they've turned up the gas a little bit. Here they go. Freely, there's a whistle. It's going to go Winchester's way. It's going to be another Winchester free. Looks like Fitzgerald is going to get a talking to by the official. Seemed there was a little bit of a mix-up with the ball. She was trying to put a strategic placement in there, help everybody out, and official wasn't too happy with that. There's a Winchester free. Long ball in towards the center. Off the head of Luisi, ball's up, and the ball goes in! That bounced off the top of Luisi's head and went just over the head of Mary Kate Ward, and Winchester scores. kind of an odd goal as the long free kick came in. Luisi went up high to get it. It bounced off the top of her head and went backwards, and it just cleared Mary Kate Ward's hands, outstretched hands, and Winchester is right back in it. So Winchester on the board at the just about the 47-minute mark, and Holliston has cut that lead in half. So Holliston, but here they come. Here comes Luisi. Luisi shoots, 2 hops to the keep. So Winchester cuts the lead in half, and I don't know. We'll have to look at the replay on that one, but I think we're looking at potentially a ball that just inadvertently came off the top of the head of Mia Luisi. Winchester has a little more power. Now they're coming up their left side. All right, so Winchester's right back in it.
Winchester goal scored by number 15.
And here comes Winchester again.
Murphy.
Wolfgang steps in.
Assisted by
Her sister,
number 5,
Mia
Jordan
Wolfgang.
Weinberg.
So Winchester showing some. They're not out of this yet. And almost a scoring, 2 almost scoring opportunities, and then they were able to cash in off the free kick. Fitzgerald fights for it. She keeps it, and there's Freely in space. She looks for Pudvinsky on the outside. Can't find her. Here comes Winchester up the right side, but there's Burke and there's Wolfgang together. Sydney Ricardo steps in, and there's a lot of contact. Oh, it's going to be a Holliston throw. Ricardo throws in, looking for Burke. Comes back to her. Burke, Fitzgerald. Luisi's there. Ball up the right side. Mercado's there. Burke to Luisi. Back to Burke. Burke forward, looking for Fitzgerald. Just wide. Sally steps in, looking for Freely. Yeah. Freely gets Winchester player climb up her back and gets the free. Here comes Mercado. Let's see if Holliston, they have the same capability that Winchester does. Big, strong, long free kick in. And then see what happens. Senior Sydney Mercado playing her last high school soccer game. Ball into Pudvinsky. Pudvinsky's there. Pudvinsky loses it. Sally steps in. Freely, there's contact, more contact, and it's going to go Winchester's way. And the free. Luisi. Mercado, head smash there. He's able to do it, and Winchester keeps it. Winchester on their right side. But the Mercado sisters defending on that side, and Winchester's going to get a throw down right near the corner. We're approaching the 51-minute mark here. Holliston retains a 2-1 lead. And Winchester threatening. And there goes, ball goes in, goes off the head of Hannah Wolfgang, of it. Mary Kate Ward's there to contain it. Ward out to midfield, gets it to Freely. Freely gets a foot on. There's Luisi. She looks wide for Pudvinsky. Podvinsky's able to control it. And here comes Ava Bergloff in for Maggie Fitzgerald. Mercado to Burke. And we'll do it again. One of the nice fans was nice enough to buy us some hot chocolate, which we're enjoying here. Delicious. Warming us right up. And we keep the Holliston Cable Access team going. Thank you very much. Here comes Winchester on their right side, and there's a ball in. They got space. Ball in, strong high kick, and it is almost to the scoreboard. Winchester had a reasonably good opportunity there and just squandered it by kicking it as far as she could. Wide and to the right. Sure, she didn't mean to do that, but again, good pressure by Holliston backs. Mary Kate Ward to clear it out. Pushes it up to the right side. Sally. Ball comes in, then ball comes back. There's a shot across. Ward gets a piece of that. Yeah, she did. Winchester coming on the left side, a good give and go. She gets a nice shot across. No, she didn't. Oh, they called offsides. All right. Mary Kate Ward on that shot. Diving to her left, gets a piece of it to stop a Winchester goal. But the flag was up. We had to go to our referee crew in New York to get the clarification on that call, and we got it. Yeah, the flag was up. We got Joe Gentile. That's a hand. Ref saw it. Clear. Handball's going to be a Holliston free. We have Joe Gentile and Scott Burke in New York helping us out. In case we have to go to any replays. Wolfgang over the head of Freely. And here comes Winchester, again on the left side. Sally steps, still no whistle. Hannah Wolfgang's able to.
Play through it, come on, play through it, here we go. Play through it,
All right. Things are starting to get physical here. Ball to Wolfgang. Luisi to Bergloff. Bergloff, nice ball in. Has Freely on the outside. Freely's on. Tough touch, and touched it too hard. Just a little too much on the outside. But that was a nice look by Ava Bergloff. There's Freely be able to earn it back. Nice play. Gwen Freely's there. Sally's going to with the throw. Sally, long throw in. That's Podvinsky. Podvinsky tries to get a head on it. And looks like we're going to have a Holliston corner. Holliston corner, it's going to be Bergloff's going to take this corner. A lot of contact in the box there as Podvinsky she goes up for it. No whistle, but it's going to be Holliston corner. Here's Ava Bergloff. Ball in. Low. Freely gets a foot on it. Almost able to turn it. Freely put some purpose on that ball and was almost to get a good shot off, but it was just wide to the right. Worcester playing short and pressure with Bergloff. I don't know if they're going to want to do this. So Holliston pressuring high. Holliston always plays as if they're losing by 2. So they're not going to lay back on it. Here they come again. Wolfgang. Wolfgang moves in the middle into traffic. Gets it taken off of her. Here comes Winchester up there, right side. Give and go. And they're going to run out of space. Alyssa Bricato's there to make sure of it. Holliston throw. Sydney Bricato over the head of Megan Podvinsky. She fights for it. Podvinsky keeps it. And it's going to go the other way. Winchester throw. Winchester in front of their, near the Holliston goal. Turned by Burke. She sends it out to midfield. They're able to reset. There's Bergloff. Pressure. Long ball in, looking for their striker. She comes down with it. Nice stop. Winchester again. She gets a look. Goes around. Shot in. And Ward's there. Winchester had a nice look. Good turn into space. Was able to get a good clean shot off with her left foot. However, Mary Kate Ward was there.
Keep working, White. Keep working, White.
High ball. Luisi's there. She gets a piece of it. Tries to send it forward. But it goes back to the Bergloff again. Bergloff with pressure.
Good job. Keep working.
Here they come. Winchester on the left side. Tries to get it by Caroline Sally. She says, no way. We're going to reset and Winchester throw. Winchester trying to work this left side. See if they can make something happen. Ball in. Wolfgang pushes off, but Winchester keeps it. Bergloff in pursuit. There's Burke. Burke with high pressure. Freely, or no, Bricato, sorry. Bricato sends the ball way up. There's Ava Bergloff in a foot race, but she's going to run out of space. So Winchester in the second half has started to put some pressure on. Starting to put some pressure on, and of course, with the goal off the free kick that went off the head of Mia Luisi, Winchester is back in this game. Holliston still retains a 1-goal lead as we're approaching the 60th minute mark here.
Good job, Aaron. Good job, White. Come on, White. Here we go. Here we go.
Winchester. There's a throw. Freely still has it. And we're going to keep it.
Come on, White. Come on, White. Good job, Glenn.
Sally throws down the right side. Luisi. There's Luisi on the right side. Luisi with space, shoots from distance, and one hops to the keeper. Luisi looked like she had some room to run around the outside. Here Holliston comes again. Hannah Wolfgang. Wolfgang on her left side. Wolfgang plays out to Podvinsky. Podvinsky with the ball in. He's got Luisi. Luisi steps into traffic. Ball comes away. Wolfgang's there. She keeps it. Nice play by Wolfgang. Freely keeps it. Freely keeps it in. Freely down looking for Bergloff. Bergloff almost able to turn the corner, but they run out of space. Podvinsky with a nice play, and then Wolfgang was able to keep that ball alive. Again, this is signature Holliston with their high pressure. I mean, they do not take their foot off the gas.
Come on, White. Good job. Let's go, White.
There's a ball in. Freely's there.
Keep it up, White. Good job, girls. Good job.
Sally's able to keep it. Nice play. Podvinsky. There's Podvinsky on the outside. Podvinsky still has it. Podvinsky on the outside. Podvinsky trying to get a look. Gets the ball in. There's Mercado. Mercado shanks it. There's Wolfgang to help her out. Wolfgang looking for Podvinsky, but just wide and out of bounds.
Here we go, White. Keep going, Greg.
Comes Gwen Freely. Maggie Fitzgerald comes back in the game. Gwen Freely's going to take a break. Eva Bergloff moves over to the right side. Fitzgerald up to the striker position. Here we go. Ball goes off Podvinsky's head. There's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets a foot on it. There's Bergloff in a race. Bergloff's racing, challenging. Yeah. Fitzgerald sends a ball in. It's not a bad ball in the middle, and Bergloff was almost there. It's going to be a Holliston throw. I'm not really sure why they do that. Just take our time to get down there and throw. It could be a quick throw, but Sally. Long throw in, looks over the head of Fitzgerald. Bergloff sends the ball in. There's Podvinsky on the outside, and there's the crossbar. Fitzgerald scores! Goal! 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 We're not sure who hit that. Was it? It was Fitzgerald. That's what we thought. So there we go, folks. Ava Bergloff sends the ball in. Megan Podvinsky header hits the post, and Maggie Fitzgerald, senior captain, able to clean it up for Holliston's third goal.
Nice job, girls. Nice job, boys.
Again, this all comes off that Holliston pressure. As Bergloff had a really nice ball in. Podvinsky was there, and then Fitzgerald was there to finish the job. Maggie Fitzgerald. And here they go again. There's Wolfgang. There's Wolfgang.
Holliston girls, goal by number 14, Maggie Fitzgerald.
Sally, ball goes off the top there. There's Luisi's there. Ball stays in, goes past Luisi. There's Bergloff, another ball in. Burke. Ball cleared out to the right side. Bergloff there gets a foot on it. Here comes Holliston again. There's Luisi. Looks left. Has Burke. Luisi again. Luisi again in traffic. Burke with a shot. Burke tries to one time. Again, here comes the Holliston pressure. So at the 65-minute mark, as we approach the 65-minute mark, Holliston has a commanding, once again, another 3-1 lead. And we're going to take a quick timeout. Again, Winchester trying to regroup after that last goal. So we'll take a quick break as Holliston leads 3-1 here at the Division II Girls Varsity State Championship. We'll be right back. With just over 15 minutes to play, we're back in action here as Holliston leads Winchester 3-1 in the Division II State Championship. So, as they say, Holliston is 15 minutes away from their first ever state championship in girls varsity soccer. But there's a long way to go as Winchester, they're not going to lay down and go down easy. Here comes Winchester on the attack. Ball in forward. Oh, Winchester with a great opportunity. The ball comes in and she was there with the keeper. Couldn't get a good touch on it. And just like that, Winchester's there. So, an early scare after the timeout, but ball goes wide right, and Mary Kay Ward takes charge again. Booted out up her right side, looking for Bergloff. Sally with the throw. Over the head of Bergloff. There's Luisi. Fitzgerald fights for it. Maggie Fitzgerald scored that third goal. A substitution, Freely's coming in for Bergloff. There's a throw. And Wolfgang's there, goes past her. There's Bricado. Bricado looks, got Podvinsky. Podvinsky in traffic. She loses it, but there's Freely. Freely to help out. Sally's there. And Wolfgang's there to clear it out, but here comes Winchester. There's Luisi. Luisi sends the ball in. Again, Holliston, classic high pressure. There's Ellie Burke pressuring. Wolfgang. Wolfgang again. Almost. There's Ellie Burke. Holliston again. Holliston again. They're not packing it in. Burke looks. That was Podvinsky looks in. Luisi. That's going to roll to the Winchester keeper. Wolfgang. Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looking for Freely. Freely's onside. Freely has the ball on the outside, tries to make a move, still has it. Freely in a good position, earned Holliston a good position. Here we go again. Caroline Sally throwing from that corner. It's where the trouble happened last time. Sally. Ball in. Long ball in, looking for Luis, gets sent out. Winchester on the counter. And no whistle, here they go. High in the middle. Hannah Wolfgang's there, she gets a foot on it. And it's gonna be a whistle. Winchester free from about midfield. There, Winchester kick, long ball in on the right side, ball's there. It's cleared out by Alyssa Bricado. Turns, ball back in the middle, and the ball goes, and it scores! A score! Winchester turned and sent it through. She was onside, and that ball came through, pushed up to the left side, past Mary Kay Ward in the upper left-hand corner, and Winchester again is not laying down. Winchester scores at the 69-minute mark to cut the lead to 1 goal. So there's going to be 11 exciting minutes of soccer left in this at least, as Winchester is not going, they are not quitting yet. That was a great ball in and a great finish. Here comes Luisi. Luisi in space. One touch too hard. But she comes back with it, shoots, and that's going to go to the keeper. Luisi was almost pounding her way through the middle. Ball comes out. There's Luisi again. She gets a strong foot on it. There's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald on. Gets ahead to it. And yeah, it's going to be a goal kick. Winchester goal kick.
Winchester goal scored by number 23, Whitney Crair. Assisted by number 9, Anna Carrazza.
Holliston substitution. Ava Berghoff comes back in for Maggie Fitzgerald. Wow. Winchester here to clear it out. Winchester trying to come up their side. There's Berghoff. Berghoff earns a whistle. And we're going to get a free kick. So here we are. It's going to be Sydney Mercado. And as we've said time and time again, this is well within her range.
Come on, White, here we go.
So Mercado from the Winchester 30. Mercado, long ball in, off the head of Winchester, bounces. Podvinsky's out of her feet. We got a whistle. Winchester quick clear. Trying to come up that outside. Here they come. Winchester in the middle in space, looks to the left. And Sally's there. It's going to be a Winchester corner. So Winchester with another opportunity here. Ball up, low ball in. It comes off Sally, bounces off her. Ball comes back in the middle. Winchester shot again. Wolfgang's there. They fight for it. I think the Winchester fans are looking. They thought there may have been a handball there. Winchester fans are not happy as they thought that ball went off the hand of Caroline Sally. Ref didn't see it that way, so it's going to be a Holliston throw. Sally with the throw. Over the head of Luisi. Berghoff gets a foot on it. And Winchester keeps it. As we're approaching the
This contest, there will be an award ceremony, and we ask at no time prior, during, and after should any fan try to attempt to gain access to the playing field.
Can you imagine
Thank
that?
you.
So here we are as we're approaching the 73rd minute. Holliston still holding on to a 1-goal lead. Here's Sally. Strong throw in. Comes back to her. Wolfgang's there. Wolfgang playing as if it is her last high school game. She has seemed to be everywhere today. Hannah Wolfgang. Ball turns back.
Nice job, Sid. Nice job, Sid.
That's Sydney Mercado.
Here we go.
Again, Winchester's not giving up. Winchester put as much pressure as they can forward. Here comes Ward. Ward to send it out. As time starts to wind down. There's a lot of soccer left. Ward out to midfield. Burke's there. Winchester again trying to come up the left side to the middle. They look. Strange fields. There's Podvinsky's there. Podvinsky back helping out. Podvinsky fights, and there's Ellie Burke. Oh, and there's a whistle. Whistle. It's going to go Winchester's way. Winchester free kick. Long ball into the middle. Off the head. That was off the head of Wolfgang. Mercado clears it out. Winchester keeps it. Throw. Lofted in. Freely's there. Sally's there. Sally gets a piece of it. Ball goes down. Sally's going to get the whistle. So it's going to be a Holliston free. Mercado. Long ball out looking for Berghoff. It's sent out. Holliston's going to throw it again. At the 75-minute mark. we got a substitution. Bergeloff's coming out and Fitzgerald's coming back in. There's Sally. Long throw. Looking over the head of Fitzgerald. Can't find her. Burke's there to step. Gets too much of the ball and it goes out. Time winding down. Burke's there. There's Burke again. Ellie Burke. Ellie Burke almost gets to it. Sally's there. Freely's there. Freely almost able to keep it in. Ball's in. Quick throw. Wolfgang clears it out. Fitzgerald sends it forward. Okay, Winchester plays out to their right side. Ball in. Still down the right side. Mia Wolfgang's there. She clears it out. It's going to be Winchester throw down in the right corner. A quick throw in. Ball comes in the middle. Cleared out. Luisi cleared that ball out. This ball's still in. Still in. Ball stays in and Winchester keeps it. Holliston now packed in. Ball forward. Bricato's there. Bricato again. She clears it out. Ball up. Burke. Burke again. Long ball into the corner. Alyssa Bricato's there. She fights for it. Winchester again. Winchester one time. Whoa! Winchester one time. It's a low, easy ground ball to Mary Kate Ward. Again, Winchester with a great scoring opportunity. Again, Ward making it look like. So we're in the closing minutes, under 5. Holliston still retaining a 1-goal lead. There's Podvinsky on the outside. Podvinsky'd like to change that. Podvinsky shoots. Wide to the left.
Come on, Wade! Come on, Wade! Stay in it!
Podvinsky just over her head. Winchester, desperation. There's going to be a call. They get a free kick.
Watch out, back up!
Here comes a Winchester free. Winchester free from about the 32. Ball in, long ball in. Off the head of Bricato. Or no, yeah, that was Bricato. Winchester keeps it on the outside. Freely intercepts. Freely. Holliston's going to keep it. Long throw.
Stay with it, White! Rush is running!
There's Luisi. Holliston's still going to keep it. Sally looking for Freely. Freely keeps it and bounces. Here comes Winchester. Winchester running out of time. There's Luisi. There's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald sends it. Freely in a foot race. The ball's going to run out and Winchester's going to keep it. Here they come. Holliston, high pressure, not letting Winchester out. Throw in. Ball bounces backwards to the Winchester keeper. Here they go. Low ball out. Wolfgang's there. Wolfgang fights for it. Wolfgang gets a foot on it. Nice play.
Bring it down, bring it down!
Luisi fights, and Holliston's going to keep it. The official checks his watch as time is just about out. Fitzgerald sends it forward. And that's it, folks! That's it, folks! Holliston has won the Division II state championship! It's over! As they mob this, everybody rushes Mary Kate Ward and Holliston's undefeated season remains undefeated as Holliston defeats Winchester in the Division II State Championship by a final score of 3-2. Congratulations to Coach Brielle Chadsey and Coach Aziz for a fantastic season. Of course, congratulations to all of the Holliston players on their girls varsity soccer for their first ever Division II State Championship.
You have to go to New York and a couple of those calls, huh?
So, that's right. So on behalf of the Holliston Cable Access TV, our executive producer Owen Radcliffe, I'm John Drohan. Thank you for joining us and watching this championship match today as Holliston once again wins the Division II State Championship against Winchester by a score of 3-2.